Make sure we up and running. We are up and running. We are up and running. I'm your guy. I'm your host. J Taylor, JT Expressive is where you can find me everywhere. This is, how do I start this? This is the first episode of what I'm calling like the writer's room. And I say first episode, really and truly, it's like episode 17. That's why I titled it that way. Because I've essentially done a variation of this for like 17 times, but I never knew how it was going to play out. I never knew what the theme of it would be, like what the structure of it would be. And I'm finally getting to that point. And I think the reason I'm getting to that point is because it's creatively, it's starting to make sense for me. So to kind of fill you in, stay with me. I'm going somewhere, in the words of Ocho. Stay with me now. But I'm going somewhere with this. Here's where I'm going with this. I don't like how I started that. I don't like how I started that. I'm starting a night show with my co-host / cousin. We have titled the night show Aweekago Tonight. Aweekago Tonight. A week ago is all one word. Fact here. I should have started here. Matter of fact, let's start over. How you doing? I'm Jeremy, aka Taylor, aka J Taylor, aka JT, also known as JT Expressive. That's where you can find me everywhere on social media. Now, the reason I'm doing this live stream is because I have a night show that I'm about to start doing with my cousin / co-host, but my cousin first, we family first. And we're naming the show Aweekago Tonight. Aweekago Tonight. But a week ago is all one word. A week ago tonight. What does that have to do with me going live right now? Well, it has a lot to do with me going live right now because this is what I'm calling a writer's room. And the reason I'm calling it a writer's room is because this is where I'm going to take a look at content him and I have decided that we think we might want to talk about so we can figure out if it's something we want to talk about, if it's something we don't want to talk about. Our night show is going to have a very satirical kind of comedic twist to it. We both are fans of The Office. We both are fans of South Park, which is we'll talk about South Park later, but South Park is having a hellacious resurgence right now with this whole political thing and Donald Trump situation. They are killing it. But anyway, this writer's room is a way for me to kind of take some time, catch my breath, and figure out like, all right, these are the things I want to talk about. And eventually, like when we get really granular into this, we're talking about like making jokes, scripting, doing all kind of different stuff. But for the purposes of today, it's just going to be a simple research. Hold on, let me pass this song. I don't know if this song will get me copyrighted. I'm still trying to figure out that music thing. I can't wait for YouTube to just let you play music. Speaking of music, I'm always going to give love to my dog, to my brother. All of the beats that you're primarily going to hear on this stream today are going to be from my dog, another D Banks production. In fact, let's just ignore limit for today. Come on. Hey, we're going to get in. Hello, you ain't even seeing this. We're going to get into this Lil Nas X situation. Like, I just want to talk about it because is this a publicity stunt or is this a publicity stunt or is this really him going off on the deep end and the industry just done caught him slipping? Anyway. All of the beats you're going to be hearing on this stream today are going to be from this guy here, another D Banks production, my dog that known this brother for many, many, many years, extremely talented. If you're looking for beats, you can hit him up. He got them. A lot of the beats you hear on this stream are in fact for sale. I have not bought them. I ain't got that kind of money. But a lot of this shit you hear on here is for sale. So head over to his DMs, hit him, and he can tell him Taylor sent you. He'll know exactly how you got there. Anyway. Let me scroll this up. I don't need y'all seeing what's on my desktop. Anyway, back to my intro because I want to stay on topic here. So Cuzzo and I are doing a night show. We call it said night show. Ah, shit. You know what? I should just stayed on Instagram. We call said night show again a week ago tonight. A week ago tonight. And these are just very template, generic brands. Don't get too caught up in it. We're actually going to get some actual brand work done a week ago tonight. It's another one idea we got. This is me and Cuzzo. This is me with the pokey lips, duck face, nice watch. Love that necklace. That necklace came from my mama. And this is my Cuzzo. Think I have known this man for as long as I can remember. Like, you ever had somebody in your life like you've known your entire life? I mean, like, I'm talking 3 years old, first friend type stuff. I can't even put an age on how old I was when I remember this dude. So we've been friends that long, and blood just ties us even tighter. We already got the paperwork done because I'm OCD, he's OCD. He always likes to say it's because we Virgos. I don't buy into that zodiac crap. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't. I was 25, 26. I'm 34 now. I was 25, 26 before I even started giving any thought to this whole Virgo zodiac shenanigan stuff. Anyway, he thinks the reason we went ahead and got all this stuff together is because we're Virgos and we're both. For me, I've just been through some messy situations, and I just wanted to avoid that here. Right? Because this is a project that is near and dear to me. I've told him that I've always wanted to do a night show. So I've been obviously a little, I've obviously been a little standoffish, nervous about doing this with family, because you know what they always say, don't ever go into business with family. Don't ever go into business with family. So here I am going into business with family. But anyway, that's me and Cuzzo. So what does all of that have to do with YouTube? Well, the show is primarily gonna live on YouTube, but moreover than that, I want to spend a lot of my time going live on YouTube, working through different topics we want to talk about, testing out jokes, testing out materials. There's no listeners now. There's no live participants now. There's no followers now. I get it. And I'm cool with it, to be honest, because besides all of the other content I do, this would be a great opportunity for me to get my vocal chops together, get my articulation together, test my content, test my jokes. Content. I hate the word content. I need to make this a high key. I hate the word content. I do not know why, but I literally hate the word content. I hate what the word has become. I hate everything. I'm very Kendrick Lamar with content. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the bitches you trying to impress. I hate the word content. I absolutely hate it, because content, I saw this quote. I saw this quote. I think I saw it on Thread somewhere. Like, content genuinely devalues people's art. I truly believe that. Like content genuinely devalues the art of the artist. So I just don't like the word content. I just don't. So, but anyway, yes, that's why we're live right now. That's the purpose of this live. That's the premise of this live. I'll stop rambling and ranting and giving all of this context, and let's just hop into it. I did want to start with something that I thought was funny. Might not be funny to you, but I thought it was funny. I guess you could call it like an icebreaker. Hear me out. Is it, and I could be overthinking this. I could be overthinking this, but does anybody else find it like awkward to like pictures sometimes, not all the time, to like pictures of people you've been intimate with in the past? The reason I ask that is because I see some pictures sometimes and I'm like, damn, I really want to like this, but I don't want it to come across as like I'm trying to spin the block. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that these women think I think that they would be trying to spin the block on me. I'm just sometimes in my own head like, oh, if I like this, is she gonna think I'm trying to, spin the block and trying to run it back or some shit? You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, oh, all right, swipe, swipe, swipe. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't be wanting to like the picture sometimes and just be like cool with it and stuff, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I said, it could be all in my mind, but I was just curious. Like, am I the only person that sees somebody that you've been intimate with in the past and be like, maybe I shouldn't like this picture, but it'd be a good picture. And you'd be like happy to see people doing well, because I think that's health, that's growing. I like to think there's no situations I ended on a bad term. I am sure, because in my earlier years, I was a piece of work. So I am sure that there are some people that I may have done wrong, that I may have done bad, that I may have been dishonest, disloyal, immoral to. I may have been all of those things. And to you, if you're listening to this, I sincerely apologize. Judge it to my past, young age, and immaturity, not to my heart and the man I am today. I'm a much more mature man today. But outside of those handful of people, generally speaking, most people in my past will tell you I was an honest man, I was an integral man, and all of that other stuff. But I'm just curious, does anybody else like deal with those just feelings of, I don't know, whatever? All right, let's hop into it, man. I think the first thing we got on the queue is I'm trying to do this in a very, give me a second. Pour me a little extra water. I'm trying to do this in a structured way. And one of the things that I think I'm going to do is kind of just break these topics off into sections. So first, let's just start with culture and commentary. And one thing I want to start with is Metro Boomin. So Metro Boomin, this is very old. And if you didn't know, Aweekago Tonight is not for, what am I trying to say? Aweekago Tonight is not to be first. That's something that we pride ourselves off of. Like one of our taglines is not to be first, but to be real, right? We want to take a backward approach to a lot of this content. I think we live, this is just my personal opinions coming out. I think we live in a society where people have a lot of thirst to be first. And in that thirst to be first, everybody's just rushing to throw content. Oh, I hate that word. Everybody's just rushing to throw their work against the wall to see what sticks. Aweekago Tonight is my kind of vision, my baby, as well as with my cousin, of our way of trying to slow this down a little bit. I'm from the South, right? And I like things a little bit slower. And there's a lot of headlines we miss. There's a lot of important news we miss. There's a lot of things that just fly over our head because we are so fast to just try and get it out there. And like I said, I just keep calling it like this, our generation. And when I say our generation, I'm not talking millennials, I'm not talking Gen X, I'm not talking Gen Z, I'm not talking boomers. When I say generation, generally I am referring to this entire time period that we find ourselves living in. Like the people that we inhabit this time with. That's what I mean by generation. And I think in general, we have a thirst to be first. So that's why I'm talking about Metro today, which is like weeks and weeks and weeks old, because now we have more context. And that's what Aweekago is. Aweekago is a chance to gather context around these things and revisit them. So Metro came out with an album, and I'm not gonna stay on this long, but this is just one of the things I wanted to talk about. Metro came out with an album. I think it's called like a futuristic summer or something like that. Let me see if I can find the cover for y'all. Right here, perfect. Blow it up big. I want it big. All right, this is Metro's album cover, A Futuristic Summer. And it was met with, when it dropped, as many people know, it was met with a lot of resistance. It was met with a lot of, this is bad, this ain't good, it's not hard, it ain't heat, whatever. It was just met with a lot of that. To which Metro responded with a hailstorm of tweets, a lot of them. You know, and some of these I can't say. A lot of y'all ain't getting no itches, and it shows. If your homeboy ain't never had to hold you up in the team party while you was getting twerked on, you might want to sit this one out. My homeboy has in fact had to hold me up at the team party. I'm pretty slim now, but back in the Gap, I was real slim. And I've always had a thing, see my lady, I've always had a thing for the curvier type. Okay. So by me always having a thing for the curvier type, there was a lot of wave coming back at me a lot of times that I wasn't just necessarily sturdy enough to handle. So ain't nothing like a good support system. And prime example of why me and Cuzzo are going into this show, he was my first support system. We had this club in my hometown called World Famous, and we used to be up in there, and I used to be all on the floor, rolling around, scrubbing the ground. And this is the era that Metro is saying this is made for. So I get it. I understand it. I feel it. You know what I mean? So he kept letting these tweets go. If your homeboy ain't ever had, I read that one already. If you ain't ever went out and competed with your boys on who could get the most numbers, then you might want to sit this out. I ain't lost one yet. And that's a fact. Back in the day, I don't do that now because I'm grown. It's kind of corny to do it now. But back in the day when this was a thing on who could go out and get the most numbers, I ain't never lost. I know that might come across arrogant. I know that might come across a whole lot of ways, but I promise you, I have never lost in that department. Not even that I connected, because my body count ain't that high. I got partners who through the moon, but I ain't never lost on the who could get the most number swag. Anyway, if you ain't never had to write a number down, period, then you might want to sit this one out. These are all tweets that he put out in relation to people saying his album was bad. And it's not, just to go ahead and throw my opinion out there, it's not that the album was bad. It's that the album sounded like 2006 to like 2010. And a lot of people don't appreciate that time period. You have to have lived in that time period to appreciate that time period. I guarantee you, I can't guarantee this because one of the comments that my cousin made when we was listening to it was good, we ran it, but probably by like song 11 he was like, all right, I mean, this beat just don't change, do it, don't, you know. So I was gonna say that I guarantee you, if you poll people from like that, let's just call it 03 to 2010, 2011, 2012. Let's just call it 03 to 2012. That's what we'll call it. Or you know what? Let's call this 2000 to 2012. If you poll people from that 2000 to 2012 year, I would be willing to wager, generally speaking, they don't see this album as bad. Maybe they don't see it as relevant, or maybe they don't see it as very pop centric or conducive to now, but I guarantee you they don't see it as bad. I would be willing to wager that, just because, again, I say this was very much predicated on the times, but they said a lot of it flopped. But you got to think about who the audience is now listening to music. People from that 2000, 2012 era, they listening to Casey and JoJo. They listening to TLC. They listening to old Drake. They listening to Good Kid, Mad City. They listening to Bobby Blues and the Rush Gang. They listening to R&B stations only. They listening to Kim. They listening to all of these other type of people. They not listening to nothing relevant, nothing recent, nothing to date for real, unless they just really have a thing for trying to be tapped in. So that's why I can see if they're not listening to it and the current generation is the generation listening to it, then yeah, they're gonna be like, this ain't good. So anyway, if you started listening to rap in 2017, prime example, I forgot about that tweet. If you started listening to rap in 2017, then you might want to sit this one out, A Futuristic Summer. If you never intentionally wore your clothes with the tag still on, I used to wear a big old white tee, red stick over here, Said tall T. Make sure people know from KJ's. If you know, you know. That's what they be saying. But anyway, that's Metro's album. I just wanted to talk about that. This might be something we should cover on the show in more detail because there's a lot of controversy around it. There's a lot of takes around it. And I'd just be curious to get another opinion on it. But okay. Now, I got to talk about this though, man. Who is calling me? I got my phone on Do Not Disturb, don't I? Hold up. No, I don't. All right, now my phone is on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so there's Metro. But I do want to talk about, this is a little old, which is fine. But I do want to talk about this because they say the boy is dropping. And if you didn't know, I think everybody who knows me know. But, you know, I'm not promoting these streams. There's a guy, and I'll be curious what people see. Leave a comment when you get to this part, if you make it to this part. There's an older guy on YouTube that I've been getting a lot of inspiration from lately. And he's like, don't tell people about your YouTube channel. Don't tell your friends and family about your YouTube channel. Just do it for several months. And then once you get rolling and once you have some traction, then you can start telling people. And his logic is because your friends and family aren't the people that are not necessarily support you. You know how people always make that case of, oh, my friends don't support me, my family don't support me. I generally and personally don't think I had that problem. I think if I sent this to my friends, I think they would at least watch it. But his logic is that doesn't help you justify who your audience is. Let YouTube do the work. So with that said, I can't sit here and say everybody knows I'm a Drake fan. My friends and family know I'm a big Drake fan. But you, the random person who might be watching this, has no idea that I'm a huge Drake fan. So I'm a huge Drake fan. Anyway, they say the boy supposed to be dropping in the end of the year. That's what Johnny Manziel said. Who knows if that's true or not, but that's what they saying. And if he is dropping at the end of the year, I'm here for it. But this little snippet,
for the city though.
This little snippet.
Yeah. Gotta light the tower up for this. Yeah.
Okay. Man, this nigga gonna get busy on this one. So the reason I brought this up is because there's a lot of thought around the Iceman rollout. And I'm gonna tell you what I think the Iceman rollout is. That's why I just wanted to bring this up. And this is a prime example of what I'm thinking. This is a clip from the full 40-minute Iceman video. And what I think you're looking at here is Drake portraying Iceman. Oh, that's fucking obvious. No. Take it a step deeper. I think in light of the Kendrick situation, in light of the Kendrick battle, I think he's going about this as how am I trying to say this? As I'm a blue collar worker. I'm a Iceman. I'm the everyday worker, right? Because there's so many clips where it's like, look at him now. He's hoodied up, walking through in the bag. I don't think this is the typical, I got the mob ties with me, I'm bringing a pack through. This is, I'm fresh off work, I'm going to the train, I'm a blue collar worker, right? Iceman, I think is very, I get up every morning and put my boots on. I get up every morning, I clock in. I get up every morning, I go into the office, right? Like, again, I say, in light of the whole Kendrick and Drake, what do we call it? Not beef. Beef is not what I'm looking for. Battle? Is battle what I'm looking for? I guess battle is what I'm looking for. I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. But in light of that, I think he's leaning more into the 9 to 5 type of I'm working type joint. And this is, you know, this is just my take on it. Like, if you just look at some of these different clips, like, and I hope he got these records like this on there, because I'm a big Honestly Nevermind fan. People call me crazy. My friends, they call me crazy. I love Honestly Nevermind. Like, it's one of my favorite Drake albums. Great house music. I would love for him to run the whole thing with Gordo. Psh. Think I'm playing the whole thing with Gordo. A lot of people had their thoughts around what this was. I don't know about all that. But where was he in the ice thing? This one shorter with dancing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this is all about. That's a little beyond me, too deep. But let me see if I can go to the first Iceman joint. Like, this just screams to me. This just screams to me 9 to 5. I'm clocking in. I'm on the grind, right? And not to say that this is just some philosophical piece, but I think when people are trying to understand what is this, like, why is he in these ice machines, right? Like, an ice man, in theory, is a real job. Like, there's people who are really ice men. They take blocks of ice, whether it's dry ice, whether it's to people who need to make ice sculptures. It's a real thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, people would say, oh, you might be reaching, whatever. I don't care. But like, if you just look at it, I mean, that's what I'm taking from it. A big block of ice in a factory, right? To me, it's giving, I'm back on that 9 to 5. I'm back on that grind. I'm back on that, like, I'm moving work, whatever. That's my thoughts on Iceman. And so far, I personally think bro is 3 for 3. What you got? What did I miss? The one with Central C. Is that it? Well, and then the little instrumental I just played. I think all of those are heat, personally. But anyway, that's my take on Iceman. I just want to talk about Metro and Drake. But now let's talk about Lil Nas X real quick. Let's just get off this all together. I think, bro, done gat, man. I think bro done gat. Cause they said he was rushed to the hospital on some overdose stuff, but then they also said he was charged with resisting arrest. Which, I mean, if you look at him right now, it's crazy because I've seen a lot of faded people in my lifetime, because I've been faded a lot in my lifetime. And because of that, I've seen a lot of faded people. And none of his mannerisms say faded. None of his mannerisms say I'm overdosing out of my mind. Like none of this to me is saying I'm overdosing, I'm faded, I'm so messed up. None of this. Right? Even the J-Set dance is what we'll call it. If you don't know what the J-Set is, they only the best dance team ever. None of this is saying I'm whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm so effed up that I can't even get it together. None of this is saying that. So I personally think this might be this is our only moment here where I was like, he might be out of his mind. I don't know if I could blow this up without getting blocked on this.
That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise.
He don't sound throwed.
Give me that phone so I can throw it.
He don't
Throw it far away so you never see it again.
He
I don't like phones.
He don't
It's
sound.
the party tonight. Why are you still here? You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your problem?
He don't sound like. He don't sound like somebody that's just been overdosed for. I mean, just been hospitalized for overdose. He don't. He just don't. I don't care how you cut the cake. He just don't. to me at least. So I brought this and I put it into the show doc because I possibly want to talk about this on a week ago, solely because, like, is this a byproduct of the industry, the entertainment industry? Like, there's a guy I be listening to who I get a lot of my entertainment industry talk from. Ray Daniels, I think is how you say his name. Whatever. I think it's how you say his name, Ray Daniels. I know some people that are deeply invested in the entertainment industry, so I ask them questions too. But I'm talking about just passively. When I'm listening to stuff, I'm like, okay, this Ray Daniels guy, I think it's Ray Daniels. He seems to know the industry. He has good takes on the industry. I won't call them good takes, but because I don't know what's good or bad in the industry. But what he says sometimes to me comes across as, oh, he's knowledgeable. And this feels like the industry just got their fangs in knives. Meaning, you ain't selling no records. We think this can help us sell the next record. We'll beat the aggravated assault charge, the you being drugged up and hospitalized. That ain't nothing. That happen in Hollywood every day, B. So you get what I'm saying? I just think at the grand scheme of things, I think this is nothing more than a publicity stunt. And I could be wrong. And I don't hope I'm wrong, because then that would mean he has a severe drug problem. And even then that would mean Hollywood has their fangs in them. And people say all the time, you got to watch Hollywood. Look at Diddy. Now, okay, real quick point on Diddy. I'm not throwing Diddy no bail here, but the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, they not as bad. It's not as bad as you think when you see, like, I was under the impression he had all great value, you know what I'm saying? Bottles of baby oil. It was a lot of minis. And I could see how if things getting a little slippery, you could run through a 5-pack. That's crazy as shit to say. But I could see how you could run through a 5-pack of minis pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? And if you on that type of timing where you like, hey, it's up, then yeah, you probably need a couple 100 bottles if you gonna only have the minis. I was under the impression that he had 1,000 bottles of the Big Jones. And I'm like, if you got 1,000 bottles of them, bro, we got bigger fish to fry. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just think the industry got their fangs in old Nas, man, because he really been chasing that Old Town Road song for a very long time, which, I mean, we get it, right? That's a big record, huge record. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. I'll have to break this down a little more and think through it a little bit more, but it's very, very, very interesting. Hold on one sec. I need to pause. I need to run to the restroom. I promise, I've been saying this for a long time. I hate when I have to do this on camera because I'm not super sophisticated yet, but I'm going to get a Be Right Back screen very soon. Like damn near by the next time I do a writer's room, I'll have a Be Right Back screen. Promise you that. And I'm gonna make it quick, but I gotta wash my hands because I ain't no nasty Negro. Yeah. So y'all can hear me if I sit down. I'm back. Oh. All right. Put these bad boys back on. All right, where do we leave off? Lil Nas X, I think I think either way the industry done got their fangs in them. Now, next thing I want to talk about though, let me see if I can find it over here. Like, where can I just want to see.
Chat, how you guys all doing? You guys are amazing. Today is the day. Observe, take it into what's going on today, pay attention, and enjoy the show. See y'all when I get back. Yep. I guess I'm out of here.
See, right here is where I got to ask my nephew about the relevance of this. I'm not pulling up Cenat because of this. I'm pulling him up because of something DJ Academic said that I thought was very interesting. Act said Kai is at the point now where in the industry they either love you. No. What did Act say? I listen to a lot of DJ Academics. I'm not shy to say that. But Act said in the industry, they love you, they hate you, then they love you again. And he said Kai has maxed out his love meter, so he's about to move into the they hate you phase. And I thought that was very interesting. The only reason I thought that was very interesting is because, excuse me, I thought that was very interesting because when you look at this clip on TikTok, there is a lot of hate, and a lot of it is funny hate. A lot of it is streamers being like, God damn, man, we can't eat, we can't do nothing. Kai finna take over the whole month. Woo, woo, woo. Then you got the DDGs of the world and the what's the dude that be with Drake? Y'all know who I'm talking about. He just started streaming with DDG. Ben the Dunn. And you got the Ben the Duns like, hey man, y'all may as well go and take off. Kai finna, run it up. And that's just the big streamers talking. But then when you start looking in the comments, I'm a comment watcher. I love to see what people commenting on stuff. When you start looking at the comment watchers, they are like, hey man, this nigga boom, 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 and it's just a skin. And I'm talking, bro, it's a lot of people excited, but it's a lot of people hating. So it does make sense what Ak is saying, that like in the industry, in the range of stardom, if you will, you're gonna go through those three phases. They're gonna love you, they're gonna hate you, and then they'll love you again. So I'm just curious. I didn't really see it, but I don't know what a skin is, but apparently like this is a big deal because it's a Fortnite skin, and obviously I think the Mafia-thon is like when he be having Chris Brown and all them folks on and stuff like that. But having this at the Sphere in Vegas is nuts. I hear that joint dumb expensive to get on. So for him to get on there, that boy out of this world right now, you get me? This looks good too. You can't even hate. It looks amazing. But what we waiting for though? I'm a little impatient, I ain't gonna lie. Damn, okay. Where we at, baby? Okay, here we go. Let's go here. Here we go. We up in here somewhere. We up in here, right up in here. It was just the year of the rabbit. Don't, hey. But that sphere look crazy, dog. You can't even sit here and say it don't. That sphere look crazy. So I think this got to be the Fortnite thing, because I don't really quite catch this too much. Creed is what I'm thinking. No. Y'all ain't seen the Creed edit. That's his partner dance. That's Talia dance. That's hard. Hey, y'all seen that girl that got a lot of hate out for this, though? I ain't gonna say a lot of hate, but they say she was trolling. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it. Is he gonna say something? Fortnite. So it's something with Fortnite. And I heard it's something about a skin, a Fortnite skin. I don't really know what that is, what that mean. All right, let's look up what the hell a Fortnite skin is. Let's just do that real quick. And I'm gonna show y'all the girl that got a lot of hate. What? We need to run that back. It's Fortnite. Is that how you spell it? A Fortnite skin, formerly known as an outfit, is a purely cosmetic item in the video game Fortnite that allows players to change the appearance of their character without affecting gameplay or offering a competitive advantage. These outfits are a core part of the game's customization, letting players express themselves with different looks, ranging from popular characters to unique designs that are available for purchase using in-game currency called V-Bucks. So, well, here we go. If this whole thing is about what is Mafia-thon? I think it's twofold. What is I don't want to watch a video. I just want to know what Mafia-thon is. I'm assuming maybe we do gotta watch this.
Cenat's Mafia-thon just rewrote the playbook on how brands and celebrities should be connecting with their audiences. This was not just your average live stream.
Ain't no way in hell I'm doing that, bro. The roaches, nigga, I don't give a damn if this stream get to 1 million jokers. Ain't no way you put my head in no thing with no roaches, bro. It ain't happening. You can please.
Landscape of live streaming in general. Let's talk about how this one guy, this one stream, and a parade of A-list celebrities just showed us the future of advertising. Cenat, a Twitch streamer who's been breaking records and redefining what it means to be an influencer. His Mafia-thon wasn't just a marathon stream. It was a full-on cultural phenomenon. Over the course of 30 days of being on camera 24/7,
okay,
I hosted everyone from rap icons like Lil Uzi Vert, Quavo, Soulja Boy, Snoop Dogg, and literally so many others, to childhood nostalgia with the cast of Good Luck Charlie. Oh, and Bill Nye the Science Guy? Yeah, he was there too. And while these guests brought their star power, what they really brought was their marketing game. Let me explain. First off,
so I don't really good video, brother. I don't really care about all of that. Okay, so Mafia-thon. I think Mafia-thon is just his streams when he go for a long time, right? The skin though, I think whatever they pay for that billboard, whatever they pay for the sphere, because the sphere is crazy expensive from what I hear. Whatever they pay for the sphere, he gonna get that right back in skin purchases, because as you seen when we looked it up, it said the skins could be bought with in-game purchases. So people paying for the skins, these kids gonna be paying a ton of money for the Cenat skin. It ain't no doubt in my mind they're gonna be paying a ton of bread for the Cenat skin. I just seen the video where Ag was talking about, let me see if I can do it by recent filter. Guess not. I swear I just seen something out there. Anyway, we're talking about the love thing, but long story short, I don't see why people should be hating on Kai, bro. Like, it's enough out here for everybody. Don't get me wrong. Now I feel it. People who authentically, or no, excuse me, not authentically, exclusively categorize themselves as streamers. Yeah, he probably finna make it tough for you in September. Good luck. But it's football season anyway, man. Just relax, take a chill pill, whatever. Man, I still got a lot to talk about. Not a lot, but like, cause I ain't trying to hold it too long. But one thing I do want to speak on is I want to bring this up on the show, man, because
black culture is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black.
I don't know if you feel this. Maybe it's just me. But I'm going to try my best to explain this and articulate myself. I think, hold on, let me pour myself some more water.
Black culture is toxic.
This is a great example of how I feel we are right now. As I sit here, let me be honest. As I sit here in front of a microphone, I'm about to say something very contradictory. We got to get these microphones from in front of people, man. We do. Because, like, I don't know if it's just you or if it's just me. Excuse me. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I am really struggling with just the amount of opinions, the amount of just stuff that is being pushed. And the reason I pulled up this Jubilee is because this is one of the ones that like really ticked me off, because it's Amanda Seales arguing with all of these other black people who are talking about their experiences, who are completely different from what the national or what am I looking for? The African American who was born, the African American, a lot of these people are immigrants, right? And they don't look at the struggles the same way we look at the struggles. But that's not the point. That could be a topic in and of itself. But there's just so many people in front of microphones, and it's so many opinions, it's so many hot takes, it's so much clickbaiting, it's so much rage baiting. Everybody knows now that the way to get views, the way to go viral is to piss somebody off, say something outlandish, say something that's gonna rub somebody the wrong way, and boom, you go viral. You get your 10 minutes of fame. You hide in your circle. You can go get the girl you like. You go get the guy you like, and it's exhausting though. It's draining though. The social battery is like dead off of this. And this Jubilee episode really made me like, bruh, we have got to stop putting these people in front of these microphones. As I said, in front of a microphone, I know I sound very contradictory. I know I do. But it just feels like everybody has a voice, and not everybody deserves to have a voice. Not that not everybody deserves to have a voice. Not everybody deserves to have a voice on matters of substance. You can have a voice with your opinions, with your friends, with your circles, with your close friends. But like when we're talking on a national level, man, this stuff is exhausting to really think through. And just the political climate that we're going through. And I may be jumping ahead here, but like the world just feels a little suffocating to me, man. a long time ago, a cousin, an older cousin of mine, told me my dad had a gift for like, he's passed, but he told me he had a gift for feeling the world, understanding the world, just understanding what some very, very smart people or philosophical people, they would call what I'm referring to give it a technical term, they would call what I'm referring to the zeitgeist. The zeitgeist is nothing more than a feeling or a understanding of the spirit of the times you're living in. Scholars, people, they call that the zeitgeist. That's understanding the spirit of the times in which you have inherited, in which you are living. The said cousin has told me that he thinks I have that same gift. He said your dad had that gift. Your dad was phenomenal at just understanding the way of the world, the spirit, the way people work. And this era, and I don't know if it's Trump, because I'm not making this political. I will never say which side I voted, right? I'm old school. I don't talk to people about my politics. I don't talk to people about my money. I don't talk to people about my women, my relationships. I don't talk to people about my personal life. I just don't do it. I'm old school in that regard. I'm an old millennial. Sue me, but I don't do it. Now, this though, and I don't know if it's Trump, but it just feels like the world is so freaking chaotic right now, bro. It's suffocating. It's pressuring. It's every time you look up, it's something that's just like making the walls feel that much closer. I don't know. I could be way off the mark, but like, I just don't feel comfortable. I just don't. And I'm not even saying it's a money thing. Excuse me. I'm not even saying it's a money thing, bro. I just don't feel comfortable, man. My boy killed that IMAX. Let me go back to that. Where that IMAX was at? I don't know. But I don't know, man. It just feel like everybody has a mic all of a sudden. And I just kind of wish we could regulate it some kind of way, but the world of freedom of speech, but freedom of speech really ain't that free. But you know what though? Mark Lamont Hill asked a question. Is it Mark Lamont Hill or Mark Lamont? I'm gonna show y'all what let me see if I can pull up on TikTok. This is from TikTok. We will be updating our community guidelines on September 13th, 2025. You can continue to create, discover, and share safely on TikTok. Create, okay, I got it. Which account am I under? How do I switch?
Here are the facts. When you ask the residents that...
I need to switch accounts real quick. Y'all bear with me, I promise. Is it here?
Are you racist?
I'm not
No,
racist.
he's not racist.
No, I don't think so. Why?
You don't like black people?
Why?
I just figure like you don't like
This
black
is wild to
Why
pull
you
up.
don't shut up and leave him alone?
people. Oh, are you his wife?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he owned you.
No, you don't, but
Oh.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Oh my God. Can I have some of your chips?
No.
No,
Bro
just
said I
I
think
like
it's
your
the
man.
I'm just
other
one of your
way
chips.
around.
Just one. What you think about that potato bread?
That's all I eat.
What kind of meat you
Hey,
put on
that
there?
was hard.
Anything and everything.
I hate this dude though.
Anything and everything.
Not in a bad way, but bro, I thought he owned you. You a bold dude to go out in public and say that, bro. You are bold. My friend, what is your name? I've been seeing your content for a long a time. Calvin, you are a bold brother, man. You are bold. That nigga said, I thought he owned you. Is nuts. How do you switch profiles, though? All right, whatever. Let me see. What's his name? Mark Lamont. What are you willing to lose your career over?
All right, guys, and feed the kids. And the problem is these countries.
I wonder if I can look at it if I looked at my profile. Ah, damn. Can't see it that way. It's a clip. I just really want to play that clip for y'all, man. You know what I should do? I can send it to myself. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, all right, here we go.
I don't think I want to start this video. I'm glad. I just heard and there's two things that can. I was a bit struck last week. Just I could see it. Is what I'm me having $5 in the room. Oh, go ahead. So
damn, now I can't find it over here.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I see why.
All right. Anyway, you know what? Let me just tell y'all what he said. Martin Lamont Hill, he posed the question of what are you willing to lose your career over? Was the question he posed. And that really made me think though, like, what are you really willing to lose your career over? Like, what are you willing to stand on? And he's not talking about like family and stuff like that. Like, think about it. What are you really willing to lose your career over? And I got a couple of things that come to mind. I would need to obviously think this through a lot more. But one of the things I think I'd be willing to lose my career over, I think I'd be willing to lose my career over just overall equality in terms of, I just want the playing field to be leveled. I want the playing field to be fair in general, across. I love white people. I love black people. I love Asian people. I love Hispanic people. I love Asians. I love Indian. I love people. Anybody that knows me will tell you I love people. I do. It ain't no secret. I love people, man. And I just wish that the playing field for everybody was a lot more level in the U.S. because this is such a diversified country, just in the sense of how it was started, how it was founded. I'm no historian. Obviously, I know the dark past of it. I'm a black man from the deep South. I grew up in Mississippi. My parents are from the Delta. I understand all levels of racism. I've experienced it. I've been through it. I've made it through it. Just think about that now. In my short lifetime, I've experienced it and been through it. So I think something I would be willing to lose my career over is just being a proponent for that. I'd be willing to lose my career over going to bat for bullying. I really hate bullying. I really hate it. There was a dad that went viral because his daughter got kicked off the school bus for bullying for a second time, and he walked her ass 5 miles to school. He said he drove, and we saw the video, he drove behind her in the car because people are crazy. And this is still your daughter, but he made that girl walk 5 miles to school. And to that, I say, good job, sir. Like, I don't deal with bullying. So I'd be willing to lose my career over becoming just a big bullying person. You know, I don't know if this is willing to lose your career. I could see myself as a foreign diplomat just because I love people so much, man. Like, I am extremely empathetic. And my therapist tells me, I've been seeing a therapist for like 5 years now. There's no shot. I'm not ashamed to say it. I never really been ashamed to say it, but I've been seeing a therapist for like 5 years now. And she says she thinks, obviously, my love for people, my curiosity for people comes from a place of, should I say that? I probably should say that, actually. Never mind. I like people a lot. I could see myself really willing to lose my career as a foreign diplomat and just trying to fight for what's right. So I guess all of this kind of ties into just this whole fight of equality, but I probably would need to give that some more thought, right? To really make a relevant take on it. But yeah, I could see that 100%. I don't know, man. But what else we got to talk about? I do though want to just spend a quick second talking about, I hate to get political, but since we already are here, I do want to spend a quick second. Like, we need to all learn about what the hell just happened in Texas. Cause I live in Texas, and like, it's some whole.
We're going to talk about how Texas just unveiled a new gerrymandered map that's going to get Republicans probably 5 more seats, in a move that it's a blatant attempt to follow the demands of President Trump. And this was not unexpected. We recently covered how Trump talked about needing Republicans to secure more seats. You know, instead of trying to convince voters with good policies, he was like, just get a state like Texas to find up to 5 more seats by the midterms. And while the request was already inappropriate, what was extra unusual was that the new congressional maps, they weren't even supposed to be made for a few years. But regardless, Texas lawmakers were like, you got it, sir. And they proposed a version that would siphon a Democrat-heavy seat in the Austin, Dallas, and Houston metro areas alongside districts in southern Texas. And like, this is not a soft gerrymander with newly proposed districts will be kind of close. Instead, these are likely to give Republicans comfortable 10-point leads all over the place. To make matters worse is that Democrats likely have very little recourse in the state legislature to stop this, considering Republicans have 25 out of 38 seats. Instead, they're threatening to leave the state, denying a quorum and preventing sessions from being
And they
held.
did all of these things. This is all old. They did all of those things. They left the state. They came back. This has passed. It is very, very sad, which Gavin Newsom has now come out and said California is going to do something very similar. And now they're saying, oh, this is illegal. There's no way you could do this, which is complete BS because Texas just did it. And I'm a Texan. I'm a Texan, right? But it just makes you like, bro, what are we freaking doing? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then Gavin Newsom, it is funny though, because Gavin Newsom tweets. Let me see if I can find him. Let's see if I can find him.
Gavin Newsom, meantime, posting this on X, Liz, using all capitals, of course, trying to mock Trump, use Trump style. He's been doing this for a while now. He says, quoting, Trump just fled the podium with Putin. No questions, nothing. Total low energy. The man looked like he'd just eaten 3 buckets of KFC with Vlad. Admit it, Donnie J. You're terrified because this was the worst week of your life because of me, Gavin C. Newsom.
Hey, Gavin Newsom. All right, let's just say this. I genuinely thought when Biden backed out of the election, I thought they were going to plug Gavin Newsom in. I understand why they went Kamala, but I thought they were going to plug Gavin Newsom in. This may get me some backlash. This may get something, whatever, right? I get it. But something that I've always just been told by some of the men in my family is just about America. America disrespects women in general, and this is women. America disrespects women in general the same way they disrespect immigrants in general, right? So they see them on very similar playing fields. Don't get me wrong. There are classes or races of women, which I won't get into because I don't want to be attached to that. But there are classes and races of women that still have a upper hand. But generally speaking, the capitalist driven people of America see women the same way they see immigrants. So I don't think this was about race. I don't think this was about anything. This is more about men in the backwoods of bum crap nowhere, Oklahoma, saying, ain't no way a woman is going to run my country. Ain't no way a woman is going to tell me. And then you got to think about the military folks. I'm a veteran, so I can say this. You got to think about the military people. They not jacking a woman as commander in chief. I know they could do the job, but I'm just talking about, you got to think about the demographic of the military. That was never going to happen. And Trump really got out easy. He won the president by beating 2 women. He never think about that. Think about that. He won the presidency by beating 2 women. So all of that to say, I thought in the moment Gavin Newsom was the choice, but they said he was explosive. He had some stuff going on in California. He had some very liberal stuff happening. They accused him of being a heavy tree hugger. They said California didn't have water. They put a lot of that on Gavin Newsom. So I get it why we went with Kamala. Now, all of that to say, this though is gold. This is because what can like Fox News, they can't say nothing because he's tweeting like Trump and they've defended Trump. So they have to be very, very cognizant of what we're saying because we can't say this is irresponsible, blah, 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 because this is how our president tweets. As a U.S. American citizen, this is how our president tweets.
I think he's trying to be funny. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it comes across as childish. And you're the governor of the biggest state in the union. What are you doing?
Honestly, I feel like he's trying so hard to be Trump, but he's coming off like Kanye West. He seems absolutely insane.
Gavin Newsom, meantime, posting this on X, Liz.
And they just don't get it. Parents just don't understand.
Tomorrow, history will be made. Now, I'm not going to be as effectively as
is this AI?
Person that you may recognize is on True Social, but in this case, we pushed this out on Twitter. Caroline Levitt will have no answers for the supposed.
It felt like AI. I don't know about that. He killed the dough.
Beauty of Gavin Newsom's tweets about Donald Trump is that he's making Trump look like a fool for being himself. Trump's way of tweeting is befitting somebody maybe in 5th grade. The all caps, the self-aggrandizement, the stupid lies and gaslighting.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I gotta look up aggrandizement. I don't know what that means. And increasing increase the power, status, or wealth of aggrandizing. Interesting. Okay. I'm with
Yet
it.
somehow this has become normalized because that's what he always does. So here comes Gavin mimicking his style, and when Gavin does it, it makes Trump look so fucking stupid. The blatant mockery cuts right to the core. I know everything he does makes him look like a fool, but at a moment when some of that is becoming normalized, to have Gavin Newsom attacking him with his own...
I think Gavin is doing a great job in terms of playing the field here. Again, I'm not choosing a political side. Say what you will, right? I don't really care. But I think that was fire. But I also think South Park is icing out they Trump criticism, bro. I'm talking killing it. I'm talking killing. I ain't even watched the most recent stuff, but like, if I could just play a clip, let me find a clip. Let me see if I can find a clip. Find a good clip. Find a good clip. What is this one? From episode 1.
Mr. President, sir, the Prime Minister of Canada is here to see you.
Mr. President, why are you placing these new tariffs on Canada? What are you, some kind of dictator from the Middle East?
A dictator from the Middle East?
Relax, guy. Take a rest. The take a rest and the relax guy is so spot on for Trump. It's just like, take a rest, relax. It's just so spot on. Anyway, all right, we're off of that, man. They killed it. They killed the Trump. What else do I want to talk about? I think the only thing else I want to talk about is just something so simple. Football season is upon us. It's upon us, man. It's upon us, and I'm ready. And let me pay some homage to one of my favorite schools. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? I don't know what the hell they got going on. Let me see if I can find JSU trombones. Man, I wish I could just find I don't know how to switch profiles. Let me just do that. Yes, I want to log out. And now I want to log in. Now, let's see. I know I done liked a lot of different things. This was good, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Why you be having that shit all, like, why is you in my face, gang? Ari right there. No, they keep saying off of it.
What that mean?
It's drunk.
Off of it is crazy, bro. And the nigga be sticking that shit. Like, look at his ass. He got the demonic face that, like, you know what time I'm on. And Shorty don't even know. He finna say it's German.
I think what you said.
What I said?
Yeah, I got all my friends.
Yeah, I think I just...
On Thursday night at midnight, I was praying to God that Imaginary Players was good.
What did you think?
I'm honestly saying I do like the record.
I do.
I think she was talking to shit. I think it was a...
I didn't see anything wrong with the record for the record, but I do get what they are about to break down. I'll give you the cliff notes. They're going to say it was a lot of punch-ins from Cardi. Punch-ins are, for people who don't understand, punch-ins are when you record and they just keep punching you in versus you doing a verse all the way through, you punch in a bunch of times. That generally signals you wrote a lot of it, right? It wasn't the flow, it wasn't off the dome, whatever. That's what they're about to say about this.
A contract dispute with Jerry Jones is why it's been 4 weeks of no
Football, this is what I was trying to get to. Football is upon us.
We're here in Pensacola. Jerry Jones is in Dallas. Anything you want to say to him? Jerry, let's get together. Let's work this thing out. I'm willing to cooperate with you if you're willing to cooperate with me.
POV, Micah Parsons in 2025. Jerry ain't changed. He the same owner. He the same hi-hat. He the same whatever. I really believe the Cowboys are one of the most valuable Trent franchises, but a lot of times I really be thinking Jerry might not have it. I really believe that sometimes. Jerry might not have it.
Here's my point of view. I am a proven commodity now. 1990, Rookie of the Year. 91 and 92 lead the league in rushing. I deserve to be paid as the top running back in the National Football League. I feel completely disrespected
but I have a very high tolerance for ambiguity, because I can go longer than most and not have the answer. He wanted quarterback money, and I just didn't have the money to pay that because we hadn't turned the corner financially during those times.
The back and forth has now spilled into the public, with both sides making their...
Football season is upon us, man.
My husband and I have
I just filed a lawsuit against Fox.
We do know that the
Oh,
body
y'all don't need
does
to be
tend to absorb some of the semen.
Y'all don't need to be seeing what I be liking. I don't know what I'm thinking. This ain't it. But whatever. I don't really care. What was I looking for to show y'all though? It was something in general I was looking for to show y'all. Clearly I be on TikTok way too much. Okay, this is too far back. Just because I want to watch it.
I'm starting my morning a blunt and exotic. I want to rock right now.
Just because I wanted to see it. Yo.
Don't get stressed like Pilates. The Glock, you know how to bend up a body. We don't snitch, no signing. Wait, hold up, bean, I got him. Hey, you talking shit? Problem.
All right, it was something I was looking for to show y'all though. I just can't find it. Oh, I remember what it was now. Okay, I remember what it was now. We're talking about football season, which led me to band season, which led me to I'm about to get the hell off live, but I gotta find it first. You know what? It might be actually quicker to find it through here. This is some of the best trombone music you're gonna ever hear, right? Yes, I went here. Yes, I played for the boom. None of that even matters. I just love this little trombone section. This is Genuine So Anxious. And if you're a musical person, just listen to some of the breakdowns in this. 30 seconds. His face sums it up right here. Brody, this is exactly how I felt when I heard that syncopated boom, 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 boom. But see, you got to be a real music head to appreciate this. I'm gonna play one more time. If you don't feel like that after hearing that, I just don't know what to tell you. You're just not a music fan. So, I mean, like, hey, that's that. But you know what? How much time I got left? I know how we're going to end this. All right, bro. Listen to me. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right. Now, before I do anything else, there's this woman from Mississippi that is so talented to me. She's also very pretty to me. Is it Kelly?
God bless America.
Kirby. Her name is Kirby. She's a musician. She's obviously very popular because she's like all over shit. But I love this.
Teachers like they senators. I pray my brother see the king in his people. I pray my sister see the queen in her people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I still pay my taxes, yet they pay us minimum wage. Pulled up with that yeah, pulled the shot, that ain't no gaze. Cause we ain't gonna rest until them folks is caged. Ooh, yeah, nah. I made $1 million and I never went to Harvard. I told my daddy he gon' have a wealthy daughter. Black of the berry melon in my alma mater. Ooh, we use a bad mother, shut your mouth. And I won't rest until a black face on in Gucci. I seen the future and Wakanda ain't a movie. I thought the God
and she got a bunch of heat like this.
Ooh, we use a bad mother, shut your mouth.
And that's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of them. She got a lot of them shits. Let me see if I can find some more shit. Sing by Kirby. Oh yeah, she got Crit on this whole.
Undercover, and I'm so in my crooked letter south. Grew up next to Waffle House. My daddy on the field. I bet I'm gonna own it.
I tell my people I stand taller than steeples. Afro thick like sheep wool out the people. Try to creep up. We don't play no games with no races or no lame. This ain't chill so check or check your chest up. You won't be the same. Country folk intelligent like by far. Ebonics with the start of it all. Had our own lane with despite the complaining. We built and sustained it. She couldn't understand it. Bang. I ain't got time for the haters and the better talking down on the side.
Ooh, we use a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
We far from a magic Negro. The Hollywood design to help the whitewash heroes. More than an elevator worker or bill hop server that gotta show you where the key go. More than a help. Granny cooked the meal. Go on, hit yourself. The market unstable. I'm flipping the table like who can make bank off these cards we was dealt. Crystal, I'm a bad lick. Shut my mouth.
She be snapping, bro. And then she got one with this other cat from the Jack. I think this dude from where I'm from. Akeem Ali. Where is it? I seen that one too. I'm finna show y'all some clips of me in the band. That's why. I know I seen it earlier. Maybe I can't find it right now. Is this it?
Get on I-55 going 100. Only drink dark liquor, no Corona. My baby got that big thing in the bag. Get some jaws, get the flop and put down. Country folk, getting an F-150. 100-fold, getting a backyard tipsy. Red cup sipping with my cousins in the back. Ripped up shots in the old school.
Cadillac. We like them thick and country. There you go. This is what I was talking about.
I know you a handful, but I need more feels. This Cadillac ain't enough for you, honey. I need some more wheels, cause the wagon that you dragging got me past the flabbergasted stage. You bet, do you need an inhaler for that ass, mom? Breathe, king. Girl, you find this wine, your body Riesling. I'ma start knitting and you be my yarn. You what I'm needing. So after these proceedings and an evening with you on my arm.
Get on I-55 going.
Yeah, so, but anyway, let me go and wrap this up because I'm getting close to time. And I said I'm going to respect everybody's time. But just because football season is coming up, I just want to show myself off for a second, man. Can you find this 2011? I was supposed to still be in the band in 2011, but I quit prematurely. That's a story for another day. Is this it? Can you see me in this? Before the video quality was good. You know, I tell everybody all the time, I am extremely happy when I was in the band, the video quality wasn't good. Cause like, I was good. Don't get me wrong. I tell everybody, I was good, but I wasn't great. But I was a salesman and I was a showman. And I can make it sound like I was a truth. I'm talking, boy, I would have people scared to challenge me just off the mouthpiece. But in reality, I wasn't that nice. I was nice. Like, the average person wasn't gonna just come up to me and be like, oh yeah, I got something for you. But the best of the best at a respectful college or something like that, like I'm probably not burning the best of the best, but I was in the top percentile of good drummers. I played the snare drum. But there are plenty of people better than me, but not many showmen like your boy. Boom, 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 boom. Is that my dog? No, that ain't my dog. I know all these boys, man. You hear them snares coming. You hear them coming. It's us. They're my big bro right here. Literally, like, He's my big brother figuratively and literally. Like, I met this dude. I had to meet him when I was in like probably like the 10th grade, maybe. And he was already at Jackson State. Now, this is obviously I'm at Jackson State now, but like big brother, drum shit, life stuff, just in general, helping me find myself, my dog for life, always and forever. There I go. Look at me, boy. Look at me, boy. I look good in a bit. That stick straight too. For all the drummers out there that might be trying to play on something, that stick is straight. That stick is straight. Let's just take it back. That stick is straight. Not straight. It's straight. Plume action, boy. Come on now. These are my dog. That's my dog, Justin. They drum instructor, Jack State's drum instructor is actually down here on the other end. His name's Justin also. That's my dog too. I think this is my, I can't quite see it because the video is bad. I think that's my crab brother, see? And this hotel to the right of this spot right here is the Marriott Hotel. I used to work at that joint as a bellboy. This my crab brother, Ricky Smiley. That's my dog, Money Mike. Think this pumpkin right here, she played T-drum. That's my home girl. Look at them. They out there on the sideline turned up. Woo-wee. Hey, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm out here looking right. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm out here looking right. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm out here looking right. But see, at this point, I was fresh off one too. I was fresh off one at that point too. So, you know, if you know what fresh off one mean, you know what fresh off one mean. So this dude is very bad video quality. This is also 2008. We right here at the iPhone inception. I remember this day like it was yesterday. This me and my little polo hat. Couldn't tell me nothing in my boy. Couldn't tell me Nathaniel in my polo hat, boy. They're my dog, Justin. It's the drum instructor right now. Like, the reason them boys is cold right now is because of him. Let me see if I can up the quality on this. Can't you up the quality on this? Boom, boom, boom. Or is it already? No. Oh, that's the best it can do. That me with the polo. This, we don't want to watch that. That don't look no good. That don't look no good. They don't do nothing. Nobody. Let me see what else I can find out here from 2008. So my crab name in 2008 was Popeye the Lazy Eye. Look at y'all right now. Generally speaking, my optometrist has told me when I'm focused on a point, you can't tell it. So I'm finna focus on the point. When I'm focused on a point, you can't tell it. But she says, excuse me. Let me be respectful of the people who give me medical care. She says, when I have either had a couple drinks too many or some other things that I indulge in, won't say, or I'm tired or I'm just not completely focused, my left eye, I have a condition called strabismus where my left eye will drift. Part of that is because one of my best friends when we were kids, I had a birthday party and this Negro smacks me in the face with a golf club on accident. We out there joshing around, playing around as kids, and he take the club, swing it back. I'm talking lay me out cold. cold. I've come back to, I got towels all on me. I'm out cold. And because of that, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So talking about being a crab and just having to deal with it. My crab name was Popeye the Lazy Eye Dog. Oh, this clip here? All right. And I'm getting off here in a minute. I promise. But now y'all just got me in football season. It's band season too, though. These boys are truth. I love trombones. Something in my heart. I think this was Texas Southern over there. They said they wanted smoke. Land, this Land, I know him. He said, send it straight at him then. Send it straight at him. And this Travis, he on the band staff now. Brody, he was the section leader when I was coming in. He's on the band staff now, like one of the big dogs. One of the big dogs. And he had them boy cold back in the cold. Do you hear me? Hold on. That was my wife loved this one. Let me just see what I can find. JSU Sunday Boom 2000. It's a clip she loved. I hate it because everybody be roasting me about it. We in the stands. And I was trying to use my peripheral vision to see what was going on. I don't remember what a Jeep. Oh, I don't know where it's at. I want to play it so bad. I might have to play it on the next stream because I'm not finna sit here much longer. Just keep looking for it. Is this it? No, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. I think it was G. I can't remember. It's a song, bro. Or is it it ain't Taxi. I don't know. Anyway, I'm a band head, bro. I'm a band head. I'm an ex-retired band head, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm done playing this stuff. It's been a good stream. What the premise of these streams will be, these writers' rooms are just simply me getting off topics that Cuzzo and I are trying to integrate into the show so I can test out different things, test out kind of what's working, what's not working, clips and stuff like that. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, I appreciate you. If you're watching this post, if you're watching this live, if you watched it live, if you watched it post, I don't think we had nobody comment. Somebody need to comment next time. Let me comment myself. I commented myself. But hopefully we get somebody to comment next time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I appreciate you. We tapped in. We're going to be doing this live. I think the next live I'll be doing is going to be back around the book. We'll be back talking about my baby. If you have not got your copy of it, go get your copy of it right now. jtexpressive.com. I'm still signing them. Check me out. This is one of my babies, my second book. I just started on the third book, so I'm trying to figure out how to integrate that. But anyway, my next stream will be around the audio book of this, working on the audio book. So tap in with me, man. Anyway, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. If you watch this live, if you spent time rewatching it, if you came across this some kind of way, Like, rock with me, follow me, subscribe to me, give me some feedback on what I can do to make it better. I'm like super interested in all of that. I enjoy doing this. Obviously, I'm in the comfort of my house. It's my little setup. So as always, thank you. And we'll see you next time. Peace.